Hi guys, back again. More season reviews. Well, basically celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Premier League. Covered a lot of seasons that have already gone by already. We're into the 98-99 season. Unfortunately, thankfully, not like today, Manchester United were dominating the Premiership in the 90s. Not cool. Everyone that wasn't a Man United fan had to suffer it, obviously. Thankfully, they're absolute tosh now. So far this season, they've been smashed 4-0 by Brentford and lost 2-1 to Brighton. So, quite happy with that, to be fair. Um, anyway, it's a sad season for a Forest fan because, yet again, Forest got relegated. No surprise there. Along with Charlton and Blackburn. But Manchester United had their greatest ever season in the 98-99 season. They did some fantastic stuff. They won the title. They won, obviously, won the Premier League, won the FA Cup, and they won the Champions League, which is the domestic treble. It's never been done before in the whole of British football history. Will it ever be done again? Who knows? Liverpool got a little bit close to it last season, the 21-22 season, but they lost the Champions League final narrowly to Real Madrid, and also lost out narrowly in the title race to Manchester City. So Liverpool's been the team that's got the closest to getting the treble, like I say, last season. But Manchester United did it this season, the 98-99 season, and key players really for Manchester United. Andy Cole was the top goal scorer for them with 17 goals. They only finished a point ahead of Arsenal, who the previous season in 97-98 had won the title literally by a point in that season. So yeah, they're running close, but at the end of the day, Manchester United won. And on the last day of the season, Manchester United had to beat Tottenham. Obviously, Tottenham, you wouldn't think we're going to do Arsenal any favourites, obviously, because they're enemies. They took a 1-0 lead, Spurs, though, in that game. Manchester United got a goal back, and then right near the end, it was a goal from Andy Cole that basically allowed them to win 2-1 on the last day of the season. And Manchester United clinched another Premier League title to go with all the many other ones that they'd won already so far in the Premier League era. Um, Notable wins of the season uh, was unfortunately Nottingham Forest getting smashed by Manchester United 8-1. Most notable for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming on to the pitch as a substitute, and in the last 15 minutes of the game, he scored 4 goals, which is pretty damn embarrassing to be fair. but Manchester United were on fire that season. They've done some brilliant stuff. Obviously, a great team. When you look at the team of the season, Nigel Martin, for some reason, was in there again for Leeds as the top goalkeeper. Leeds finished fourth in the 98-99 season. Manchester United, like I say, dominated it all. It was no surprise to see three of their defenders in the Premier League team of the season for 98-99. Gary Neville, Jaap Stam, Dennis Irwin were all in there, as well as Tottenham Hotspurs' Sol Campbell. He had a good season. Then in the midfield, it was David Beckham of Manchester United, and then you had Emmanuel Petit, Patrick Vieira, that solid midfield that Arsenal had created, that only just missed out on the Premier League title by a point. David Ginola now playing for Tottenham Hotspurs after having played for Newcastle in the previous few seasons. He got into the team of the season, and up front was Dwight York for Manchester United and Nicolas Anelka for Arsenal. The top goal scorer for the season was at Leeds United. It was Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank with 18 goals. Ryan Giggs got the goal of the season, which was in the FA Cup. He scored a wonderful mazy run from in his own half, took out 6 Arsenal players, and smashed the goal past David Seaman. It was one of the best goals I've ever seen in my life, which was is absolutely insane. Nicolas Anelka got the Young Player of the Year in his second season at Arsenal, and David Ginola got the Player of the Year, the PFA Player of the Year award. So that was great. Longest winning run was Leeds United with 7 games. The biggest transfer of the season was Dwight York going from Aston Villa to Manchester United for 12.6 million. Longest winless run was my team, unfortunately, Forest, the 19 games. Longest losing run was Charlton Athletic, 8 games, and longest unbeaten run was Chelsea with 21 games. Average attendance for the season was 30,591. As I say, the teams that got relegated in 98-99, Charlton, Blackburn, and Forest. Um, in this season, the top four would now get into the Champions League places, although the fourth team would have to do a qualifying round to get into the group stage. So Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Leeds would all taste that. West Ham had their second best season, or their best season in the Premier League era, but their second best season in their history, finishing fifth, um, behind Leeds United in fourth. So yeah, great season for West Ham, finishing fifth. Ian Wright was playing for them, the former Arsenal great, that season, and I believe Paolo Di Canio had come along at that point as well. So good season for Man United, the best season they've ever had so far. But what would happen in the 98-9 2000 season, going into a new decade? About to go into a new decade for the second half of the season. In the 99-2000 season, it was more of the same. Manchester United won it again. This time, it wasn't by a point. It was by 18 points, which is pretty shocking. Arsenal were the second place team yet again, but they got nowhere near him that season. Manchester United also had a great season in Europe. They didn't win the title. They didn't win the Champions League title for a second time, but they had a great season. Top goal scorer in the 99-2000 season was Kevin Phillips of Sunderland. Sunderland finished seventh, and he had 30 goals, and he actually got given the Golden Boot, which for the whole of Europe, he was a top goal scorer in the whole of Europe. So fantastic achievement for Kevin Phillips, who wasn't even on the radar the previous season, as Sunderland were playing in the Championship that season. So they got promoted. Sunderland had a great season. Manchester United, as I say, won the title in 99-2000 season. Arsenal was second. Leeds were in third. Liverpool were in fourth. The relegated teams, AFC Wimbledon got relegated. Sheffield Wednesday got relegated, and so did Watford. Sheffield Wednesday had been in the Prem for quite a long time, and they went down into the Championship. So those three teams went down. The biggest win of the season was Newcastle United beating Sheffield Wednesday 8-0. The biggest transfer of the season was Emil Heskey going from Leicester to Liverpool for 11 million. Longest winning run was Manchester United with 11 games. Longest unbeaten run was Chelsea with 16 games. Longest winless run was Wimbledon in 8 games. Highest attendance was Manchester United versus Derby, 61,619. Lowest attendance was Wimbledon against Sheffield Wednesday, 8,248. So absolutely mental. As I say, Kevin Phillips was top goal scorer with 30 that season. Going into the team of the year, it was Nigel Martin again. Nigel Martin's on fire for the last few seasons. He's been in the team of the season. The back four, it was Gary Kelly for Leeds United, Jaap Stam for Manchester United, Sami Hyypiä for Liverpool, Ian Hart for Leeds United. In the midfield, it was David Beckham, Manchester United, Roy Keane, Manchester United, Patrick Vieira of Arsenal, Harry Kewell of Leeds United, and then up front, Andrew Cole for Manchester United and Kevin Phillips for Sunderland. The player of the year, voted by all the players, obviously, Roy Keane. Young player of the year was Harry Kewell at Leeds United. And the goal of the season was Di Canio's famous scissor kick that he did from just outside the penalty box on the left-hand side of it. Ball was sprayed about 30, 40 yards, more than that, by Sinclair out on the right-hand side. Reached Di Canio on the outside of the penalty box on the right-hand side. He'd done a scissor kick, connected with the ball. The ball went flying past Neil Sullivan, the Wimbledon goalkeeper. Fantastic goal. It goes down as one of the great Premier League goals, and probably one of the great West Ham goals for all the fans out there that are West Ham. Great season. Manchester United, like I say, won the title again. They've now won the title, I believe, 6 times out of the first 8 seasons or something like that, I think it was, or something crazy. But we're now going into the new era, and we're coming out of the 90s and into the noughties. And the 2000 and 2001 season, guess who won it again? For the 3rd season, bloody running. We're getting fed up of it now. But Manchester United, for the 3rd time in a row, won the Premier League title 2001 and 2001 season. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank again was the top goal scorer, but this time he was playing for Leeds / Chelsea as well. He ended up moving to Chelsea. The biggest transfer of the season was West Ham player Rio Ferdinand at the time going to Leeds United for 18 million. Biggest win of the season was Manchester United beating Bradford City 6-0. Longest winning run was Manchester United 8 games. Longest unbeaten run was Leeds United with 13 games. Longest winless run was Bradford and Derby, 13 games each. Highest attendance, Manchester United versus Coventry, 67,637. And lowest attendance was Bradford City, versus Coventry with 15,523. Average attendance for the whole season was 32,905. And the team of the season was Fabien Barthez, the new Manchester United goalkeeper from French international. At the defence was Stephen Carr of Tottenham Hotspurs, Jaap Stam of Manchester United, Wes Brown of Manchester United, Silvino of Arsenal. In the midfield area, it was Steven Gerrard, the legend of Liverpool, Roy Keane again for Manchester United, Patrick Vieira again, having been in there for the last few seasons, and Ryan Giggs for Manchester United. Up front, Thierry Henry for Arsenal and Teddy Sheringham for Manchester United. So great seasons for a lot of teams. Ipswich was a team of note that season. They came up from the Championship and finished 5th, thanks to the goals of Marcus Stewart, who scored 19 goals for him. He was the second top goal scorer in the 2000-2001 season. Ipswich were the surprise package that season. Manchester United obviously finished top, 80 points. Arsenal had 17 second, 10 points behind this time instead of 18 from the previous season. Liverpool were in third with 69 and Leeds had 68. And the Ipswich Town were only 2 points away and a bit of goal difference from getting into the Champions League. So crazy season for them. Manchester City, Coventry and Bradford City were relegated down to the Championship. The goal of the season was Sean Bartlett, Charlton versus Leicester City. Young Player of the Year, Steven Gerrard, in his second season for Liverpool, was the Young Player of the Year. And the PFA Player of the Year was Teddy Sheringham. So, yeah, great season yet again. Fabien Barthez, as I say, he was a World Cup winning goalkeeper in 1998 with France, came in to strengthen Manchester United as Schmeichel moved on to Manchester City, which I think, no, he went to Aston Villa, And then I believe he went to Manchester City further down the line, but that'll be in another part of the history as we go along. So yeah, that was my review of the 1998-99 season, 99-2000 season, and the 2000-2001. Obviously, in the next video, we will cover the rest of the noughties, another 3 seasons for you to get your teeth into. Football Heaven 24/7. Keep following us, like and subscribe. I really enjoy doing this. It'd be great to get a lot of followers, get a lot of comments from people. Obviously, graphics, we could do all sorts of fancy things going around the ground, but I like to mix up a bit. I'm doing things a bit different to what some of the other lads out there are doing and lasses. Have a great week. All the best. Bye.